Right, Sean, starting on Thursday at the Vaal, you step out a dynasty colt, the half-brother to Silver Darling. What has he shown you? What are you expecting?
He's very immature, green horse. He's got one or two niggles. I'm just hoping that he's running on strongly at the death. I really don't know what to expect. I mean, it just depends how much start he gives away the first half of the race, I guess. I mean, I do expect him to be running on. But, the penny hasn't dropped, and hopefully this will help that to happen.
Future Pill obviously hasn't run since June. 2/4 to his credit so far. Needs to step up.
Yes, he's a horse that's going to get ground. So, this is a nice start for him, but I think he'd probably want 2,000 plus. Those two runs were as a colt, and I thought he acquitted himself really well for the stage that he was at. He's a big boy too, but I think those two runs may have stood him in good stead. And I'm expecting a good showing, although this should bring him to his peak.
Eagle Ellie, who won his first two starts, obviously has been beset with a few problems on the way. What are you expecting this Thursday?
He's improved slowly along the way. His coat is not where I want it as yet, but I do expect further improvement. And hopefully after this run, it should bring him on quite a bit.
Sound of Warning, very well documented that she's a very high-class filly. Was last seen out in the Merchants at Greyville, where she had a very bad draw. You couldn't really have learned too much from that, but she's clearly a very good filly.
Yeah, she's a top filly. She's done everything right. I think it was more a luck in running. If I remember, she was drawn halfway, but didn't get the best passage. It's obviously a starting point for her, but on official merit rating, she comes in well weighted, and hopefully she'll be there.
Terrific. Then Emerald Princess, she's a 4-time winner, a couple of seconds as well. Won her last 3, going for a 4-timer.
She hasn't been with me long, Andrew. Those last 3 runs have come over 1,400. So we're coming back to the 1,200. It's a starting point. Having said that, she's in good shape and her work is good enough to certainly have a crack at 4 in a row. But it's a starting point for me. I haven't had her long, and hopefully she runs well.
Okay, and then Princess Osma obviously hasn't run since the last day of the winter season, where she ran in a Grade 1. She was very badly drawn on that occasion. How's she come back, and what are you expecting?
Yes, obviously it was a tough ask for her in that Group 1. We haven't really pressurised her. We've allowed her just to come into her own and strengthen up a little bit. It's a starting point. But if you look at her earlier form, it wouldn't surprise me to see her get into the hunt. But hopefully this will set her straight and help us along our way.